Yo, what's good, everybody? Pick me up here. Today I wanted to talk about Weathering Waves and the Whimpering Waves rotation specifically. Um, as we can see, I knocked it out no problem um, because I went in with like my best team and stuff. But uh, this was after the fact of me had already clearing it without the intention of getting a higher score. When the reset first came out, I was like on the game and I was like, oh sweet, let me go knock this out really quickly so I can get these additional pulls for Phrolova because I really want to get C1, right? And which I didn't get, unfortunately. But I really like the character, so I was like, I wanted these additional pulls. So I went in with the intention of getting like just the 4,500 here and then clearing the previous floors. And I also did not read the environment reports. I did not read the tokens. I just put on plunderers and then I just ran through the entire thing. And I remember getting like 5,200 and then thinking to myself, it's like, oh, that sucks. I should probably go back later and get triple S just for my ego. But that was it. Like that was all that went into it. And then I keep seeing videos about talking about Whimpering Waste and how this iteration of it is a disaster and indicative of Kuro being greedy and worst weaver resets and it's extremely hard, yada yada. But people still seem to be clearing it, no problem. But that made me think like, well, maybe I'd use my good teams because I did use a Cantarella Phrolova team because I wanted to use the character that I was pulling for and that I just pulled. So I went back and, as was said in this video, I did it with suboptimal teams, intentionally suboptimal, and not even just suboptimal in terms of teams energy. Like these are characters that I have not invested in since like 1.1. My Jiyan is bad. My Verina is extremely bad. My Ciaccona even. I did not farm for her like Echo set. I just equipped things that I already had. So I haven't min-maxed any of these characters, with the exception of like Changli being on the upper end of min-max, but like she's still rocking old Inferno Rider as her primary Echo. Like there's obviously room for improvement in the teams themselves, but also in the characters themselves. And yeah, without further ado, I'll just go ahead and showcase some of the clears, and then we can talk about where we're at with this a little bit after. All right.
入星の歌よ。ご清聴ありがとう。これが運命のアンサンブル。キアリ、曲を開く。風に乗れ。ありがとう。さあ、ソロの時間だ。開演の時間だ。待ってたぞ。風に乗れ。これが心。神聖を授け。ご清聴ありがとう。美しいハーモニー。さあ、ソロの時間だ。これが運命のアンサンブル。キアリ、恐れなし。これで力を貸してもらう。ご清聴ありがとう。プレリュード。美しいハーモニー。この詩をフィナーレに捧げよう。待ってたぞ。止められるものか。力を貸してもらう。 ついのちりを告げる。破壊入力。アドアスト。ご清聴ありがとう。ボリボリ。さあソロの時間だ。開演の時間だ。
キアリ恐れなし。力を貸してもらう。
日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。
演技もお手の物さ。焼き尽くせ。輝きの瞬間。アジは俺に任せろ。
任せて。劣化のきらめき。こんな手はどう？逃げ場などない。
エピックショット。演技もお手の物さ。クライマックスだ。
植物だって生きてるんです。任せて。神にも劣らぬこんな手はどう？逃がさない。火の雨が降り注ぐ。逃げ切れるかな。断ち切る。
演技もお手の物さ。
お見せします。
アジは俺に任せろ。
任せて。こんな手はどう？試練よ、焼き尽くせ。日向ぼっこの時間ですよ。
炎よ燃え盛れ。
任せて。劣化のきらめき。
エピックショット。演技もお手の物さ。
進化をお見せ。
アジは俺に任せろ。
逃げ場などない。
クライマックスだ。
花よ、気をつけましょうね。飛んでけ。逃げ切れるかな。断ち切る。
戦況は常に変化している。油断は禁物だ。
神様なら未来を予言できるかもしれないけど。分かった。あなたがそう望むの。
戦況は常に変化している。油断は禁物だ。常に変化。
わらわの策と力、あなたに預けよう。
All right, so as we can see, this is more than clearable with suboptimal teams. You do not have to have the best teams. You do not have to be playing meta to clear this content. You do not even have to like min-max your echo sets and have the best crit rate, crit damage. As we can see with my Jiyan, he is absolutely dog shit. My Ciaccona is pretty mid and definitely has room for improvement, and I can farm better sets for all of my characters, really, aside with the exception of a very select few that we probably didn't see here. They all have room for improvement, but that's just not something that I enjoy. I don't enjoy min-maxing, so If it's not necessary, I will not do it. After this one, now that I've discovered the fact that I do like the pairing of Ciaccona and Jiyan, I may actually finish investing in my Jiyan. I may go farm better Echo sets, and then come back and do this and get a better score. But for right now, it's not necessary. And I think that's just something to keep in mind, because Wua is a skill expressive game. Knowing your rotation, knowing your characters, experimenting, learning how to optimally perform and execute is going to improve your performance. And there's their first step. Your first step as a player, if you're struggling with content, is to think, it should be to think, what can I do to make this better? So in this content, it should be, okay, well, maybe I'll try different tokens and see how those perform. If you find a token that's performing better than the one that you used prior, sweet, stick to that token. If you're still not getting the results you want, but that you know that that's your best token, so you stick with that, and then you think, okay, what else can I do? Let's work on our rotation. Where am I finding clunkiness in this? Where is the desync happening between like my team synergy? What can I do to improve that? Should I swap out a character? Look at your echo set, say like, okay, well, this echo set is actually really bad. This is not ideal for Jiyan. Go compare some BIS echoes and find out where you're going wrong there. Look at your traces, make sure that they're maxed out. Like there should be plenty of room for improvement to make this easier. I'm not saying that it's not easier with the meta teams, as we obviously can see in the score at 5350 using this one, and there's still room for improvement here. But like, yes, this was easier. However, this is overkill because you only need 4,500 to get the max asteroid set. And as we can see on my second team, using Verina, Plunderers, a shitty Jiyan, and a mid Ciaccona, we still got 2830. So if we were to double this score, which this is the harder half, I would still be above 5,500. So I don't know. I think that the state of Whimpering Waste is okay. I think we're probably exaggerating just a little bit. I understand the dismay at it becoming more difficult and not being able to just no brain use the easy teams that we've been using for the prior iterations of Whimpering Waste, but that is not to say that you won't be able to reuse those teams in the future. It's just that this iteration specifically could be a little bit harder. There could be a little bit of HP inflation, but again, it is a game that you are playing for free, and it should not be frowned upon for them to ask for a little bit of investment. And the investment just comes in making the game easier, but easy, it's not necessary. So yeah, anyway, that's my take on it. Hopefully you guys have good luck with your Whimpering Waste clears and that you're able to get the 4,500. And if you're not, try some different rotations. That's all I can say. But yeah, with that, take care, peace out, have a good one. Mess this up a little bit.
生命のシンフォニー大丈夫私はここよ面白い楽しいわ合奏準備深淵で泳ぎなさい入力星の歌よリズムに乗って心だけは
Alright, now the damage starts.
そばにいてあげるわ楽しいわ受け取りなさい海のささやきを一緒に泳ぎましょうアンソング予備拍の合図よ生命のシンフォニー兵器入力アドアスト伴奏お願いできるただ落ち続けて反響に耳を傾けるのよ口ずさむ杉式の残響毒よ深淵を飲み込みなさい破滅楽しいわ決生命のシンフォニー入力神聖を授ける ズムに乗って完全に無駄な泣き叫び笑いなさい。心だけは白馬にあらず。
Alright,
そば
Cantarella.
にいてあげるわ。
Show me what you're made of.
深淵の先へ
The quickest wave clears of all time.
皆ぞ
The quickest wave clears of all time. Come on. You can do it.
深海終焉楽しいわ。これが終身
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
シンフォニー
What do we end up as? 5350? Okay.